Pete, and thanks to Tim and to Hai-Sung for being with us this morning. It's just so great for us who work within EBD in Samsung in the U.S. to hear the importance of B2B to the business in the U.S. And I think Tim clearly articulated that. And for Hai-Sung to be here and kind of reinforce the importance of print as a component of that is really important for us to hear. Hopefully it's important for all of you to hear that as well, right? So we're really glad that they were here with us. Welcome again. I said welcome last night. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for sharing your time, both our current dealers as well as prospective dealers. We're looking forward to a good day ahead. So our theme of this meeting is Game On. And you might ask, why is it Game On? Well, we spent a lot of 2012 really focusing in on infrastructure. We spent 2012 launching new products. Last year was a big product launch year. And we spent a lot of time recruiting a number of you. We've got a number of new faces here. We think now, and we think starting now, is the time for Samsung to deliver to the marketplace and the time for us to really be competitive against our competitors in the U.S. marketplace and start to grow. We've made some good inroads. We think it's game on. We think we're ready to go and ready to grow this business aggressively. Now, I am, like Hai-Sung, I've only got two major subjects I want to talk about today. I'm going to give you a little bit of an update on what we're doing in the Enterprise Business Division, the things that we've been investing in. And for the rest of my remarks today, I want to talk about you. I want to talk about your business, maybe a little bit about why you want to consider us as a more important part of your portfolio, or why you might want to consider us in addition to your current portfolio. And then I want to talk a little bit about the plight of the dealer. I want to talk about some of the things that you're facing from our perspective and let you know what we think about that. But before I do those two things, there are two more thank yous along the way. And one is thanks for joining us. These are all, for the most part, there may be one or two dealers who were with us a year ago, but for the most part, these are new logos, new recruited dealers over the last year. So welcome, thank you for joining. There are probably a number of you who are here today whose logo is not up there as well, but we just wanted to give you a little bit of an idea as to the size and the breadth of the growth that we've had in terms of our dealer relationships in the U.S. Second is thank you for the business. This is a year-over-year chart, May year-to-date, on our A3 design products. We have more than doubled our business through May from a year-over-year standpoint. So thanks to you for doing that. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. So, a little bit of an update on the Enterprise Business Division. I share this with you just to tell you a little bit about those things that we're working on, but also to give you a sense of the breadth of products that we sell. It's important to the print business because of the interoperability of our devices, and it's important to some of the topics that we're going to be speaking about today and tomorrow. It's also important because of the relationships that we gain. Through a lot of these businesses that we run, we've established significant relationships out in the end market and with partners. A lot of this chart is, most of it is very similar to what you saw last year. The last time we got together was in June of 2012. So our IT systems sales group is run by Greg Taylor. The components of mobile computing, desktop display, large format display, and print. Those are clustered together in one organization structure, and we've got a go-to-market sales force initiative to drive those products into the marketplace. We have a standalone business unit focused on selling consumer-grade TVs to hotels, hospitals, cruise ships, and nursing homes, and that's a standalone unit. And we still have a standalone unit focused on the cable box, a set-top box business for the pay TV providers in the U.S. What's new for us this year, since the last time we met, is the addition of a health and medical equipment business. We are now in the ultrasound medical device business. We took on responsibility for that last July, so July 1st. And again, probably not going to ask a lot of you to sell ultrasound medical devices, although you never know. But we are building relationships and building our brand in new and exciting places because of the equipment and the device portfolio that we carry. From an infrastructure standpoint, we've made a number of investments. And the first is a briefing center. We had our grand opening a week ago today in Ridgefield Park in New Jersey. We invite you all to come visit us, and for those of you where it's convenient, please feel free to come and utilize the briefing center. Bring your customers to it. These are two photos actually from the briefing center and from our grand opening last week. It is designed in 6 different vignettes. We demonstrate the interoperability of our devices, including print, in every one of them. And they're focused on hospitality, finance, retail, education, health, and then the boardroom of the future. So when you come, we've got a dedicated individual there who's managing it. She can schedule events for you and for your customers. We will, supply lunch or coffee or whatever it takes for you to have, a great experience with your customers. We look forward to having you do that. We're also, from an infrastructure standpoint, investing in our website. We've had, as you would imagine, a very consumer-based web offering, and we've changed that to be much more vertically aligned and much more focused on the enterprise. So the user who comes in from a particular vertical market now can easily navigate what it is that we have to offer and can easily request more information and can navigate through the website based upon their particular business type and their particular interests. We started to invest in a brand campaign. We're very fortunate in the enterprise business division. We're kind of riding in the draft behind our phone business and the TV business. Both of them are advertising a lot. There's great brand recognition. You can't go anywhere without hearing and seeing something about the Samsung brand. It's very positive in the marketplace, and we just love the fact that those two businesses are doing great. Having said that, we need to be able to build upon that with an investment into B2B or enterprise brand awareness. And so starting in May, we had a new campaign. It's called the New Business Experience. Hopefully you've seen it. It's been in print, it's been online, it's outdoor. And we're just going to market now, establishing Samsung as a brand of choice in the new business experience in the enterprise. From this point on, for the rest of the year, our focus is going to be in 2 areas. One is going to be on vertical market advertising and the interoperability of our devices to meet the specific application in that vertical market. But we're also going to have product-specific advertising focused on B2B. And what this chart spells out for you is our plans to advertise Samsung print devices in the marketplace starting in July. So we're going to be demonstrating some technology to you today. We're going to go to market to support your selling efforts by creating demand in the end market and awareness in the end market. And we have a number of different campaigns between now and the end of the year focused specifically on print. So you should be able to look forward to that and also rely upon it in gaining awareness for our products in the marketplace. We've added people. We've added a lot of people. In a period of time when a number of our competitors are downsizing, I've been very fortunate to be able to go to Tim and say, we need to build up the infrastructure within EBD. We've added 68 people across the entire enterprise business division in the last year. So we are much bigger than we were. We are still 100% channel friendly, so as a result, we don't have the types of numbers that some of our competitors have because we're relying upon you for those services that are really people intensive. But for the BTA coverage themselves, we have 9 district sales managers. We have 5 pre-sale engineers, and we now have approval to go to 9 regional service managers. We've had either 4 or 5 over the most recent time. We've gotten approval and we're starting to hire now so that we'll bring that number up to 9 to support your dealership's efforts in terms of service support in the marketplace. We had a dealer council meeting last year, and we said that the long-term plan was to have 9 dealer sales managers, 9 regional service managers, and 9 pre-sale engineers. Terry Blaine, who's not with us today, was at that meeting, and he said that's the 999 plan. He called it the Herman Cain plan. And so we've kind of gone with that as a way of, not the reason we're doing it, but that's kind of the long-term vision of what we're trying to do. In addition, we're going to be adding printer specialists. So as you know, in addition to these folks who call on you, we have end market focused print device specialists. Currently we have 4. We're going to add an additional 5, and we're going to marry geographically those 9 individuals to those folks. So we're going to have 9 end market focused sales professionals supporting your business. I want to make mention of the fact that we're building up an inside sales organization. You know, when you're familiar, you work with the outside, the field sales organization. We have 12 individuals now in Ridgefield Park focused in on demand generation, taking leads, generating demand themselves, and nurturing suspects and prospects until such time where it's appropriate to get the channel partner involved. We've got this really linked to our field sales organization from an organizational structure, and so we think strongly that this is going to be a major factor for our success in the future in terms of getting you in front of the prospects or the suspects that we want to get you in front of. So, game on. And what I'd like to focus on now is a little bit about your dealerships and your business, and why you might want to consider us to a greater extent than